Are you considering a move to Michigan, particularly the city of Clinton Township? If so, this video is gonna be for you. Hi there, my name is Tiffany T and I serve the Metro Detroit area and I have been doing so since 2012. I take pride in helping both buyers and sellers complete their transaction with ease, with care, and with knowledge. And so I'm super excited to bring the pros and the cons of the city of Clinton Township to you today. I always have to preface these videos by saying a pro to you could be a con to someone else and vice versa. So make sure that you have your absolute priorities in front of you because the cons may not steer you away and the pros may not mean much to you. But this is just my way of sharing with you in the city, highlighting what's there, what some people love, what some people don't love so much. And if that is something that interests you, then let's get into today's video. So con number one is going to be traffic and transit. So congestion is a frustration of the local residents. There's a lot of traffic, particularly during rush hour and on the roads of Gratiot and Hall Road, which really gets you around in the city as well as in and out of the city. So traffic and congestion is definitely a con to consider when you're considering the city of Clinton Township. In addition, public transportation is pretty limited, and getting around the city, you are going to be utilizing your vehicle. And of course, because that is the norm there, that makes for the traffic and the congestion to be a little bit more frustrating, because it's not like you can get out and walk to a local grocery store or walk to a local coffee shop. Like, you are going to be dependent on your vehicle. So again, con number one is going to be that traffic and transit. So going along with that, con number two is going to be no traditional downtown as well as limited entertainment. The city does not have a traditional downtown, which limits walkability within the city, and ultimately it just makes everything feel more spread out. And again, in lieu of con number one, more car dependence. And as far as entertainment, obviously, with there not being a lot of downtown, there is usually lots to do downtown during the evening. And so with the city not having that, residents have found that it's really limited on that nightlife and even just cultural offerings compared to other large urban cities. Con number three is going to be weather. And so if you are not new here and you've seen me share cons in other cities within Michigan, period, weather is going to be one to consider. If you do not like snow, you're gonna get snow, and you're gonna get snow for a while. Actually, when I'm recording this video, we are in the middle of May, so it's spring. It should be pretty nice weather. It's feeling like a nice cold March day. So we do get all four seasons here, but the winter sometimes can feel pretty long. The spring can be pretty chill. The summer is gonna be fairly hot, right? You know, I think our fall is pretty fall. And so if you do love fall, that will be something to consider. But if you prefer for it to be a little bit, warmer most of the times, you definitely have to keep in mind that you absolutely are going to get a real and a full winter, a nice chilly spring most times. So consider weather when you are looking at the cons and comparing them to what's important to you when moving to the city of Clinton Township. So con number four is going to be older homes and maintenance issues. The stock of homes do offer a lot more older homes that were built decades ago, just citing more repairs, and updates needed within those properties, just in comparison again to some of the other surrounding cities that may have a lot more new development, or again, a lot more properties that have already been updated. And so in addition to the homes needing repairs, residents have also cited issues of the roads needing repairs, and they also feel that the progress on actually taking care of these road conditions seem to be pretty slow within the township. Con number five is going to be mixed school performance. The school school quality does vary by district and neighborhood. Some districts and neighborhoods, the schools are at average or below. And then you also have some school districts that they're above average. And so that's considered a con because some people are looking for across the board the school systems to be above average, or even if they're not above, at least at the average, at the national average, or at the state level average. So that's definitely something to consider. And again, the good thing is that there's a mixed review. So there are some above average schools, but that's just going to, again, depend on exactly where within the city that you are going to be located. All right, and so now that I have cited those 5 cons, let's move on to the pros. Pro number 1 is going to be overall quality of life and family friendly. The suburban feel and good neighborhoods really make residents feel that the quality there is really good for raising families. And it's known to be family friendly because of its clean and safe community. Families feel comfortable and confident with their children playing outside, as well as just the community engagement neighbor to neighbor. Pro number 2 is going to be parks and recs, and in consistency with pro number 1, that community involvement. Clinton Township is identified as a welcoming, diverse, and tight-knit community. Regular community events, gatherings, and festivals happen often to really bring the residents together, and that just really helps people not to feel isolated and alone, and makes for a lot of social activity amongst neighbors. There's also an abundance of green space in the township. This includes numerous parks, including George Memorial Park with walking paths, playgrounds, and fountains. So this is perfect for someone who likes to jog in the morning or get your walk in at night, or again, just bring your community friends together for play dates for the children. There's tons to do within the park. There's also Clinton River Trail. Here, residents can enjoy kayaking, canoeing, and other outdoor activities. And pro number 3 is where we hit that weird spot where it seems like a contradiction from the con. Because con number 3 is going to be education in schools, but let me explain why. The pro here is that there are multiple school districts. To be exact, there are 5. And so where some cities may just have one school district, there's not a lot of options. It's either your kids go here or you can't live here. The city or the township of Clinton does have 5 different school districts. This offers multiple options for families for children that are in K through 12th grade. There's also higher education, with Macomb Community College having their center campus there, along with satellite programs. Another con that really stands out to residents is that the school system offers a lot of programs for the higher gifted and special needs kids as well. And pro number 4 is going to be shopping and amenities. So earlier I talked about how in the con that you're pretty much going to be car dependent, but the great thing is there's a lot to do right within the city. So although you may be driving, you're going to be driving right within a few miles, because most of what you need is right there located within the township. Retail and dining options are abundant within the city. There's a strong retail core within the township, from big box stores to local shops and services. Residents have access to a large public library system, as well as senior adult facilities and civic services. There's also the mall at Partridge Creek. This is open air shopping center with over 80 retailers. This includes restaurants as well as a movie theater. Overall, residents benefit from day-to-day amenities right within their area. And pro number 5 is going to be cost of living. The township generally has a moderate to lower cost of living compared to the national average, as well as Michigan's average, especially for houses and everyday expenses. So once again, you think about it, you're in your car a little bit more, but what you need, what you're looking for, shopping from, everyday needs for the entire family is right there in the township, and it's lower than your neighboring cities. Pro number 6 is going to be accessibility and location. Clinton Township is centrally positioned with great access to major roads in other cities. These roads include I-94, M59, also known as Hall Road, and Gratiot. This makes access through Metro Detroit very convenient, very easy, and Clinton Township is often known as a commuter-friendly town. Our last and final pro is going to be employment and the economy. Residents have access to a diverse job market here. This includes opportunities in healthcare, manufacturing, education, and retail. Also, the convenience of location near Metro Detroit and the accessibility expands opportunities with a reasonable commute to larger employment centers. So overall, Clinton Township is really known, the pros there are for the employment opportunities, family friendly, cost of living, education, amenities, and overall quality of life. The population here is just over 100,000, and the cities nearest Clinton Township are going to be Mount Clemens, Sterling Heights, and Fraser. So listen, if you've enjoyed this video, if these pros have really stood out to you and the cons are something that you feel like, hey, I can live with that, right? Because every city is going to have some type of con. Every city is going to have something that you may or may not love, but that does not mean that that's not the city for you. But the best way to figure that out is for us to actually tour the city. Let's do it. Let's look at houses. Let's visit the coffee shops, go to the parks, and actually see what these residents, past, future, and current, are saying about these cities. I love the opportunity to meet with you, to have a buyer consultation with you. If you click into my description box, you're going to see a calendar link there where I am available for you, also my phone number, and I would love the opportunity to chat with you, to chat with your family, whether you are relocating to Michigan and considering this township, or you're currently a resident here in Michigan and you're just looking for a new place to live for you and your family. So whether you're a buyer here, whether you're a seller here, I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you in the next video.